just got finished with my lesson, but instead of doing a how to tack video when I'm actually tacking before my lesson, I'm actually going to do a how to tack video when he's already has his tack on. I'm just going to explain it while I'm taking it off. So he did a very good job. His cantering was really good too. All right. Come on, bud. Obviously, first I have to go and give him some pets and a hug because he was such a good boy on our lesson. But here is his halter, but I'm not going to be using it because I'm having little Dimitri ride Puka. I guess we'll go ahead and start with the bridle. So if you are untacking, you just try to pull back that metal circle, and the little metal thing should pop out right away. But if you are tacking, you're gonna want to make sure there's a little gap under the bottom of their face and where you're connecting the bridle. You want to make sure there's a nice enough gap so they're not unhappy or it's not hurting them or anything, which most of the time it won't hurt them, but you still want to make sure to be safe. And once you stick the circle through and you tighten it, there's a little semicircle on the bridle, I guess you could call it, where you can stick the leftover bit of strap through it so it's not just dangling there. I think it's kind of helpful, but it doesn't really matter if you don't do it. But for a second there, I was trying to figure out if it was a good gap, but I think it is. So you want to make sure, like I said, there is a gap, and before you put on the bridle, the reins are over their head before you take off the halter and put on your bridle, like I said, because you want to have, you can't really put them in the cross ties when you're putting their bridle on. So that's why you got to make sure that you have like the reins over their head. So now what you have to do is flip the stirrup over, and if you're untacking, you're going to take up the flap on the saddle and you're going to pull up the straps. Just pull them up and the little things should pop out and they should release. And you want to make sure if you're tacking, you put the side with the elastic on first. But Puka has one of these fuzzy girths, and his girth has elastic on both sides. But if you're tacking, you wanna like put a strap. There's 3 straps normally, and you only want to use the 2 ones on the far ends. So what you want to do is you want to stick the little tiny slim top rectangle on the buckle of the girth. You want to put it onto the strap and pull it all the way back. Then you want to lift up the strap and find the highest hole you can get to put it on each side. So you want to make sure you have the saddle pad on before you put the saddle on. But I have this really cool flaming one. So on the other side, you see, you can do the extra strap in that semicircle, which we call it a keeper, I guess. But Puka's is broken, so it just dangles, which is okay. But if there's anything more stuff you need me to explain, just put it in the comments. Show them what you got. the camera. Come on, Puka. Come on. He was chasing. Go, old man.